This is Shadow TV. This is Shadow TV, and we're SHADU-NAR-MATTARU.
In the green room.
We're in the metal vault. The record vault.
The vinyl vault.
The vinyl vault.
You can't see it, but it's right behind the camera.
And the wonderful posters here. I got Sacrifice, Torment and Fire to my left. Razor, Evil Invaders to my right.
It's the shrine.
It's the shrine,
Heavy metal shrine.
Heavy metal shrine, yeah.
Anyway, basically we're going to discuss our final outing of 2019.
Today is the winter solstice.
Winter solstice.
It's the release date of our single. Nocturnal Winter.
Nocturnal Winter, Part 1.
Nocturnal Winter.
Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot a couple of words about it.
Well, we're heavy metal, we're speed metal, we're death metal, we're black metal, we're doom metal, and this song is a little bit of everything that has to do with that.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much the speed metal, not in Nocturnal Winter. No,
Not really. No.
there's no speed metal going on.
There's a couple of faster spots,
Yeah.
but nothing too speedy. But it's basically, we wanted to throw out a single and maybe embark on a saga of winter solstice released singles for the upcoming years.
Yeah.
And basically we wanted to do something sort of, a little more than a 3-minute song, We thought we'd kind of epicize it and stretch it out a bit, but basically we're coming from the idea that we'd kind of just use a stream of consciousness sort of approach to it.
Yep.
So basically, there's no verse, chorus stuff. It's basically starts, in one thing and it ends in another thing, Basically we established a sort of theme chord progression, which repeats a couple times in different forms throughout the song. But it's basically, we were just kind of wanted to do sort of like the old school, like Morbid Darkness sort of approach in the old days by just kind of writing riffs and just stacking more riffs after it.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what this is.
Yeah, we're definitely not repeating ourselves on this track.
Not much, no?
Nope, and that's awesome. It's I definitely, since I listen to everything from, Hellhammer to Cryptic Slaughter, it's hard for me to actually put my finger on something, but I definitely hear a lot of different influences on this song, but I didn't try to overdo it this time. I tried to keep my vocals in one format. I didn't try to scream my head off on this track. I just tried to keep it in one kind of like a mood, like moody. I didn't want to just rip through this song. I wanted to keep the mood grim, dark. And I didn't want to go too morbid in this song, I didn't want to get too emotional in that sense. I wanted to keep a dark, kind of like broody atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did.
Yeah, it came through too.
Yeah.
It's probably more of a death metal approach.
Yeah.
A lot of deep stuff, but it fits. It fits for the mood of the song for sure.
Yeah, I definitely didn't want to, scream my head off all through the 10 minutes. And yeah, the 10 minutes, here we go again. I've been noticing with SHADU-NAR-MATTARU, we've been writing 6, 8, 10,
they get up there these
12.
days.
And that's basically what you can expect from SHADU-NAR-MATTARU, I guess. We just can't help writing long songs.
You probably can expect that or not. Who knows, man?
Yeah, I mean
we're just kind of we just kind of go off the cuff and just, mold songs as we see fit at the time. It's really not like a premeditated situation.
We start writing a song and we just, we add to it, and the time just goes by, and here we are with another, longer track. But it doesn't seem that long to me. I mean, maybe that's just my opinion.
I think that flows. I mean, that can be said for a couple of our longer tracks. They flow in a good way, you know, so as not to kind of bore the listener. I mean, I hope, right?
Yes.
But I certainly get a kick out of it when I listen to it.
Oh,
And,
definitely.
I won't lie. I think when we first tracked all the guitar parts and whatnot, when we wrote the actual music part of it, just like a few other songs in the past, it's sort of like, ooh, I don't know, man. That's, the riffs were cool and stuff, but, sometimes you get this weird sense when you write a song and it's, far from being finished. You get this weird sense like, I don't know, man. There's some parts that kind of seem a little strange,
Yeah.
But then you start, layering guitars and throwing solos in, and obviously vocals, and everything kind of just works out,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it wasn't like I was too worried about it, but there were certainly a couple of parts that I was unsure about, But it all worked out good.
Yeah, the lyrics are mysterious on this song too. They're very mystique, and that adds an edge to the overall sound. I like the lyrics a lot. They're very cool. They're mysterious.
Yeah, totally winter based.
Yes.
Darkness,
Yeah.
all that kind of
Yeah.
mystical stuff. And the thing about the lyrics was when we decided on this whole concept, we figured, well, as opposed to writing lyrics, separately and coming together and molding them together, we decided to sit in a car out in the winter.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we did.
there were a couple of verses that were written, but we finished it off in that manner, together in the same room, right? And that adds to it, right? There's a different flavor going on there because of that, I think.
Yes, there is.
And it was fun to do
Yes.
because we hadn't done that for quite a long time. So yeah, that was cool.
Yes, that's something I'd like to do again sometime.
sure, yeah.
Definitely is collaborate on the lyrical themes.
Yeah,
It works.
for sure.
And there's also a bonus track, Midnight Towers.
Yeah, it's been like 6 months.
Yeah, it's been since August. I think we recorded it in August.
Yeah.
And it's the death metal version of that song.
Yeah, I think we discussed that on a previous
Yeah.
video. But,
Right. Okay.
But yeah, if you buy the thing or download it through Bandcamp, you got the bonus bonus track.
Yeah.
Along with it, which we're kind of happy to get that off the shelf because it was kind of sitting there. And I mean, it's the same song. There's nothing really different about anything musical. It's just a different vocal take. But it's definitely got a different feel, that's for sure. So we wanted to include it on something in the future, but try to keep it a fair distance from the actual release of that EP. But the end of the year is coming here, so
Yeah.
we figured let's just clean the shelves off and prepare to start anew for the new year, which we shall in a few weeks.
Yeah, and we got to talk about the beginning of the song, how it fades in. We got one riff that's completely
Yeah,
different, and then it fades out, and then it fades in.
yeah, that was sort of the idea behind it was because the first riff in the song it fades in. Basically, that's the chord progression theme, that I was referring to earlier, and I wanted that to sort of be, like the introduction to the song because, I don't know what we're gonna do next year, but I'm guessing there probably will be that chord progression will probably rear its head, in probably all of them. That's kind of what I'm thinking, right? But I wanted to start off with that flavor of that chord progression, and then the idea, production-wise, to fade it out and then fade in with another riff was sort of like a, To Live Is to Die, Metallica.
Yeah.
I was kind of going for that sort of.
Yeah.
An introduction to like a really epic thing, and so that's what we did there. We also did a weird fade out thing at the end too.
That's right. I was going to mention that.
Which was sort of, I guess, I don't know, almost a nod to like the '94 demo that we did. And I remember Morbid Darkness, which was the outro song to that demo. Somehow how we had it arranged, how we stopped on a weird beat, that was the end of the song.
Yeah.
And I remember Larry Gashler and Jeff Long, making comments about like, yeah, it's kind of cool, like it kind of gives you this like feel like, oh, there's something more coming,
Yeah.
And so that was sort of the idea there.
Yeah. That's awesome to take a nod to the past.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
fucking A.
It's like any studio or recording project is a learning experience in some way, right?
In my opinion, SHADU-NAR-MATTARU is going beyond anything Morbid Darkness did. All right, song number 15. So next year we'll be starting at song number 16. It's going to be good, I guess. What else can I say?
We hope. Right?
We hope.
That's all any
Yeah.
musician can do is hope that everything sounds good and people like it, or at least listen to it and get something out of it. So on that note,
All right.
we'll see you all in 2020
Yeah.
with our next outing, whenever that is, probably a couple months in.
Yeah.
Until then,
Later.
later.